Welcome to another episode of SG Crypto. My name is Simon Glavin, and today we're going to be talking about taking time for yourself, how not doing so can lead to burnout, or being on the verge of burnout. It's something I kind of experienced this past couple weeks, and just an important lesson that something I'm going to carry with me for the rest of my life, and just ways to combat that. So firstly, and how I got into this situation of, being on the verge of burnout. I don't even like to even suggest that term burnout, because I feel like a lot of life is self-suggestion. And, whether you tell yourself you're dumb or smart, you will be just that. You will attract things of that nature. Whether you tell yourself you're burnt out or you are fully energized and ready to roll. I believe that, maybe not entirely, but I feel that has an effect on you. Whether you believe, if you tell yourself you're dumb, you're going to believe it, and you're going to start to attract that type of thing. You're going to attract people that maybe are also dumb, or that tell you you're dumb, that give you what you want. But yeah, a lot of life is self-suggestion, and that's why I don't like to put that term on myself is, all burnt out. I just felt that I was overextending myself and, not taking time to, I guess, smell the roses along the way, as some people like to say. So, and that all kind of stemmed from me. I want a lot, and I'm willing to put in the work for that. So, I'm currently trying to buy a business that's already been built, a six-figure, or not even six-figure, but 6 to 7 figure business, between 1 and 5 million is really what I'm looking for. And it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort of building connections, of research, just education. I mean, that's a totally new sector, learning how to read financials, all this stuff. It takes a lot of time, and it can be pretty monotonous. A lot of getting to where you want to be is monotonous. It's doing the same thing over and over and over again, and it can seem that you're not really making any progress. And the same could be made with, I can make an example with the gym. The first couple of days you're not going to see any results, but down the line, long term, you're going to actually see those results. But yeah, I think I was overextending myself, waking up early, and this has been ongoing for the longest time. Waking up early, consistently making content every day, consistently every day after my 9 to 5, even trying to, educate myself as much as I possibly could on how to buy a business, how to read financials, talking with people that I've scheduled meetings with, keeping up on relationships, etc. I mean, there's more just beyond that. My physical health as well, working out every day. There's just a lot that was going on in the day to day, and same stuff over and over and over again. And actually, so I have these one-on-one accountability calls with a great friend of mine, and one of the questions he asked me, because we were talking through this, how I was feeling this way of just kind of feeling like tired mentally almost. And I'm sure my diet doesn't really help, but that's a separate thing. Maybe not separate, but a separate conversation. But yeah, you asked me, when's the last time you took time for yourself to literally just do anything you wanted? Could be watching a new TV show, watching a new movie that you've been wanting to watch, playing a video game, whatever it is, eating, or just doing absolutely nothing. When was the last time you did this? And I literally couldn't think of a time other than a vacation, going on a vacation. But other than that, I couldn't really think of a time where I just simply said, okay, this today I'm not going to do anything goal related. I'm simply just going to do nothing. I'm going to do whatever I want. And that question really stuck with me for the rest of that day. It was a Sunday, and those are typically my days where I schedule out my week. And so as I was scheduling my week out, I kept thinking about that question, thinking should I just take this day off, this week off, etc. But I didn't. That day I didn't decide. But Monday I got into the usual, doing my LBO, my business education, working on content, all that good stuff. And I wasn't fully in it. I could feel it, that I wasn't fully in to my work. I wasn't fully there. Fully there, but not wanting to put it all in there, put in the work. So then Tuesday came around, and after work, I just I put my head down and I just said fuck it. I just threw my schedule out the window and took that week off. The rest of that week off, I just did absolutely nothing. You know, I gamed with friends, I watched TV shows, I watched movies, and ate donuts, fucking did whatever the fuck I wanted, you know, and it was great. It was amazing to not have any structure to the day. You know, I still worked my 9 to 5 and worked out and kept up on that stuff, but fuck, it was a relief just to, I don't know, have a series of days to literally do whatever I wanted, you know. It was fantastic. So something I encourage people to do if you've never done something like that. If you are constantly grinding every day, working towards something that you want to achieve, I encourage you to take some time off. You know, maybe a day, maybe 2 days, every so often. For me, you know, I think that I took that week off just because I had never done it in the past, and I don't know. It's your life, this is my life, and I'm hoping that you can learn something from me. That's why I'm making this content, is to hopefully help as many people as I can, just by essentially documenting my journey. But yeah, it was a great time off. It was like 5 or 6 days, and once I got back into it, so that Sunday I scheduled out my week, had my call with my accountability partner, something else I totally recommend, and I was excited, man. I was super excited to get back into work and start working on my goals again. You know, I was refreshed, and you just got to try it. If you're feeling some type of way that I'm talking through right now, try that. Just try a couple days off, try a week off. If you have goals and you are working towards them, you know, daily, of course, weekly, and you are feeling this type of way, feeling a little burnt out, whatever the case may be, and you continue to work, you know, mentally you're not going to be able to be as creative as you want to be. You're not going to be at your full 100% capacity for your creative ability, and simply your ability to focus in and do the task at hand. And so by not taking a break, it's arguable that you are hurting the work you're putting in. So the work you're putting in to, for me, you know, buying a business, to learning learning anything, you're not going to be as effective as you would be if you would just simply take a day, take 2 days, take 3 days, take a week off like I did. So I encourage you to do so. Think about taking a little bit of time off for yourself. You know, not a vacation. You don't have to go spend money. Just fucking chill out, you know. And I think chilling out, relaxing, is something I struggle with. I feel like that when I'm not progressing towards something, that's when I become like unhappy almost, or I just keep thinking about, man, I could be spending this time reading, I could be spending this time creating some more content, I could be, you know, all this shit, rather than just focusing in the moment. You know, when I'm playing a video game with my friends, rather than thinking about, oh, I could be spending this time doing something, I was just spend that time with them, enjoy that moment, be present. And it's something I struggle with, and I've been getting a lot better, especially since this moment of taking this week off. It was a big moment for me, and it's something I'm going to, like as I said earlier, carry with me for the rest of my life. Great learning lesson. And so when I got back into my, you know, that Sunday when I started scheduling out my week, the following week, this was after I took my break. When I came back and I started scheduling my week, I was super excited, and I scheduled it out so that it was not at the same grandiose, not even grandiose, but at the same level as how much I was trying to achieve every day prior to that break. I pretty much cut everything in half. Instead of reading 100 pages, I would read 50. Instead of posting 6 times a week, I would post 2, 3 maybe, and just really easing back into that. And just, it gave me freedom. It gave me time to myself, time to think, time to just do whatever the hell I wanted, while still structuring out my day. But it's just been a huge change, and I'm super excited when I'm making content like this now. When I'm learning about buying a business, anything, like, I just feel so rejuvenated, and my creative ability's back. I don't know, I feel a lot better. So if you are, again, if you are feeling a little burnt out, maybe do that. Take a couple days off, start easing back in. Maybe you just got to lower the workload you're putting on yourself each day, each week, and maybe reduce the goals you're trying to hit. You know, famously, a lot of people have said this. Alex Hermosi, I think his name is one that comes to mind. And he says, you know, a lot of people overestimate what they can do in a week and underestimate what they can do in a year. And it's very true. You know, we just imagine, it's just because of this get rich quick culture, this everything is so immediate now. You can order something on Amazon and get it tomorrow if you wanted. You could get it the same fucking day. That's how crazy shit is. Everything is now. And it's kind of conditioned us to feel that way now. And the same goes to attaining riches, attaining anything you want, learning a new skill. Everybody wants it now. Everybody thinks that it only takes a couple of days, a week, a month to develop a skill and be great at it. But that's bullshit. You know, the 10,000 hour rule, I believe it is totally true. To be an expert, you need to put in the time, and a week is not enough time really at all to even scratch the surface. So that is another thing that you could take away from this video. Just again sharing my journey and hoping you can learn from it. Maybe we'll build a community. And yeah, that is really the topic I wanted to cover. I also made a blog post about this if you wanted to read it. It's short, like 3-minute post, and also podcast form, etc. With that, I hope you guys have an awesome day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of this community. Thank you for maybe being a newcomer and watching this for the first time. But that's what I'm going to continue to do. I'm going to learn from my mistakes and share those mistakes with you guys so that you can learn from them too. And basically, as I've said many times already in this video alone, this is a documentation of my journey. And I appreciate you for coming along on it with me. Cheers.